Hey Clashers, Town Hall 16 update is here, and I want to gem as much as possible because we have so many stacked magic items, and I will even gem the best equipment in the game after the update. But for now, I think we should get ready because we need to get those offers to get even more magic items. And for that, we just have to buy all of the offers. Obviously, we have to use code iTzu. Right, that's how it works. At least if you want to support me, feel free to use code iTzu to really appreciate and support this channel. But now, let's get things ready because we have to actually build the new blacksmith building to upgrade to a Town Hall 16. And with that, we have as well, obviously, the new equipment, which we can already unlock because we have bought the offer. So we have the blacksmith already on level 3. We're going to max that in just a couple of seconds. But first, we have to get the upgrade button started for the Town Hall 16 building. That's it. I will use a hammer right here. No, I will use a book. Hammer, I think we can use that for the merge defenses later. I think that's the best use case. Otherwise, there's one more offer we want to buy. And there should be as well, if I remember correctly, let's double check that in just a second. But there should be another new offer for the Town Hall 16, right? Let's see. I think we have gotten all of that. And this means we are stacked on resources, magic items, and we are ready to rumble. So let's get those merge defenses first because they are making sure that we can build all of the new bases then already because I have some pretty cool ideas. And by the way, if you're thinking about buying or like not buying any of the new defenses, one really important thing. Multi-arch tower, I can't understand. It's not the strongest defense overall, I would say. Merged cannons, though, they're incredibly strong. But what makes them the strongest is that you can stack them around rage towers in Legend without getting punished. Because a level 2 merged cannon is having too many hit points, so you cannot take them out with the classic 6 lightning and 1 earthquake. And I think this is going to be a really common strategy in Legends. And with that, you can stack them around those rage towers because you can't take down the rage tower and this merged cannon. Really important. That's why this is going to be the first defense for me to upgrade because I think this merged cannon is just having such a big impact. The multi-arch tower overall, I think is a great improvement, but I can understand if you're like still not really sure if you want to merge it together because remember, as soon as we have merged those together, we cannot undo it anymore. Really important to note. For now, I think we should get started with our heroes because they want to be maxed out. Overall, every hero has gotten 5 new level. And we have a lot of runes for that to spend. But before that, I mean, we just have to think about where do we start? I think we're starting with the queen, right? Like the queen should be always the first hero, the most iconic hero, at least in my opinion. So let's get her to maxed, and then to get her from 94 to 95, we have to use the hammer because that's just the most efficient way to do it. That's how it is, right? So, first hero, check, we are done, but we want to keep grinding. We want to keep going because take a look at that. So many magic items. We have 19 Dark Elixir runes still left. And we have already the first hero maxed out. And we have not even spent our resources yet. This is madness. How many resources we have stacked. And obviously with all of the cost reductions, this is coming in quite handy, right? Like this is really, really nice. Next hero being completely maxed. Royal Champion. Next hero we can complete on our checkmark, which is awesome. And, well, with that being said, I think the next thing we can possibly do, because at this point we need the runes, we should go for the storages. For everyone out there who's like free to play and stuff, I would recommend not prioritizing the storages early, because to be honest, as long as if you like don't have a ton of runes, it's not really worth it. The storage capacity is not that much more, and at the same time, they take quite some time. So what I would always prefer, if I would be you, and if I would be free to play, lab, pet house, overall defense is pretty much anything except the storages because it's just not worth it, to be honest. The time is just too long. For us, we have maxed them, which means we'll keep going with those heroes, keep going with the upgrades, and, well, we have to get with the fox as well because at this point, I have a problem. With each hero upgrade, we have a ton of leftover Dark Elixir. We have right now 148,000, which we cannot spend. And this is the problem with the prices getting higher and higher. Because one king level, and we have to use a rune again. So another question is, can we get resources anywhere from the capacity of my client castle, of like, I don't know, raid medals, like all of this stuff, and obviously the gold pass. And at the same time, if you're wondering, I do not want to spend any of the Clan War League medals, because the reason for that is I want to get the next and last skin for that, okay? That's why I'm not going to spend those. For us right now, I think we have to really get creative here. We have some Dark Elixir in the gold pass, so if we collect all of this, maybe, just maybe, we can somehow collect enough to get to the Fox. And by now you can already tell, yes, we're gemming a lot, we're spending a lot of money, but at the end of the day, still, I want to make it as efficient as possible. Let me know how many resources I have wasted today in this gemming spree, because trust me, we're going to waste quite a few. But for now, we're looking good. Not too many resources have been wasted with now using another Dark Elixir rune, because take a look at that. We have only 3,000 Dark Elixir left over, which is pretty decent, I want to say, which is really, really solid. But with the next hero level already, we have another problem. This time it's 140,000, and the Fox is only getting more and more expensive. I mean, at this point, I have a problem. I have a really big problem. We still have the, like, client costs and stuff. So, we can do it one more time. We have to spend some gems to gem the resources, which I typically never do. But I feel like it's worth it on this specific case to not waste 180,000 Dark Elixir. So, we're just spending that, I think. It's just the better way, more efficient way. And after that, we just have to, like, get everything done with one rune every single time. It is going to be terrifying. But hey, it is what it is. Now the next rune, this time the king. And at this point, we can't do anything with our Dark Elixir. The lab is too expensive. The pet is too expensive. We have nothing else with Dark Elixir. It's not possible. So with every hero, with every king level, we have to use one Dark Elixir rune. As I said, let me know in the comments how much resources I have wasted. But I don't see a way. Let me know if you know anything, what I could have done, but I have used the, like, client capital medals. I have used the, resources from the gold pass, from the client castle, from everywhere. So, at this point, we have a problem. And that same problem is now happening to the, well, to the pets. We have one more time 20,000 from the from the gold pass, which is nice, which should give us another level, another save of a Dark Elixir rune, which is costing us some gems. But hey, that's fine. We're here to do a lot of gemming and stuff like that, but we still want to do it as efficient as possible, and that's giving us another level. Perfect. On the dot. We have everything so nicely planned out, because this means we're at zero Dark Elixir. Perfect. Next rune, and at this point, it's going to be every level, I think, one rune. I don't know any way around it, to be honest. At this point, we have done everything possible. Gold pass, client cap, what is it? The client castle gold and stuff like that. Yeah, it really hurts. And all of those future player pros out there, look away, because it might hurt your soul. But at this point, we just have to do it. That's how it is. Like, take a look at that. 1,700 gems. I won't spend that on Dark Elixir. I won't do it. Instead, we have a lot of Dark Elixir runes. Let's just use them, okay? I've spent money on that. Let's just use them. And we're already pretty close to being maxed out with the Fox, okay? So that's alright. It is alright. At least that's what I'm telling myself non-stop. I won't use another hammer, because as I said, I want to get to the last skin as quickly as possible, because I want to get all of those Clan War League skins. That was just amazing. I mean, right? Like, being one of the first person to get all of the Clan War League skins would be pretty epic. And it might happen with the next season. We will see. We will see. It depends on how well we do. But let's just max out the Fox. And then we have heroes maxed out pretty much. Except the Warden. But we have pretty much everything maxed out with the Dark Elixir for pets and for heroes. The only thing then is left is with the laboratory. But that is then the next step, okay? Let's do it step by step. Let's finish off the Fox. And with that, we're done. Fox, check. We have it complete. Let's move on to the next step, which is completing the heroes, okay? We have done everything with the Dark Elixir for those heroes. Now it's about the Warden. and getting that one to max, which should be pretty easy because we have a ton of resources still, like elixir from our offers we have bought earlier. And this means we're getting that one maxed really quickly. All of those heroes are done. We are maxed out with pets and heroes. Really nice. And at this point, you can tell already there's a lot more things to max out. At this point, let's just do the barracks. Let's just do the barracks next. And then we have to spend a ton of gold for all of those defenses. The merge defenses, obviously, were already upgraded, but we have expos, air defenses, mortars, everything. It's a lot to do, okay? So let's collect all of that. So let's get that elixir because we want to do the lab next. Not the buildings, we do that later. But for now, let's just upgrade all of those research stuff, which is not going to be easy because, again, we might have some leftovers because all of those things to research are quite expensive, kind of similar to how the heroes work. So we kind of have to make it work that we combine it maybe with walls, with other stuff, so we make it, I don't know, somehow possible. I guess that's the only thing I could say. For now, thinking about it, I want to max everything. But again, the order is maybe key for how many runes I have to use. So that's now the question. What do we start with? I think let's just go with the more expensive ones and then see how it's going to come up. Oh no. 200,000 is missing because 200,000, 7.2 million elixir is like how much a wall costs. So that's kind of where we could get this. At this point, it's all about then collecting everything loot-wise from other, I don't know, like other sources. Like, for example, the trader and so on. So we can make somehow it possible for us to get all of those upgrades without wasting too much elixir. It's not going to be easy, but hey, we're here to do this and somehow make this work. Next step. What are we going to go next with? Overall, if you're upgrading something really, really strong, root riders. I mean, no big surprise. I will go with the archers next because I think that's perfect. We can now use the elixir with walls, and that means we should have less leftovers. But to make it even less, let's just combine the elixir from our gold pass and from the clan capital rate shop thing to get to the next upgrade. That would be kind of nice to make that possible. 14.1 million. We can't really do anything with that. That's a problem. But hey, maybe we just gem the rest. It's 230 gems. You guys know I do not like to do this, but it is the best, I guess. So let's just accept it. We have spent those gems now, so we don't have to waste too many resources. Let's just move on, okay? Let's not think about it. Let's move on. And if I'm only thinking about already upgrading the equipment, that is going to be painful. Because one of the most expensive things in Clash of Clans now is going to be the equipment of heroes. It is madness. But for now, let's just keep upgrading with the lab because that is quite chill, okay? That is really not as expensive compared to the equipment. It's still stupidly expensive. You should not do it. But I guess I will just keep going for the content. At this point, we have a ton of stuff left, which is magic items and only a few upgrades. So that's pretty nice for us. Which means we should get to the buildings. We have the heroes maxed, we have the pet maxed, and we have the lab pretty much maxed, except the dark elixir, which we can do kind of soon. I guess we have to use everything. Yeah, we just have to use the dark elixir rune every single time. It is what it is. But then we're completely maxed out in the lab. And obviously with the heroes, with like everything which is dark elixir related is maxed out then. We're looking good. Okay, we're still 6 dark elixir runes left. I'm ready for the next update, by the way. No, I'm just kidding, okay? For now, I can just chill a little bit because I want to enjoy being maxed out. But first off, we have to keep going because, as I said already, there is a lot of defenses to upgrade. And we have 53 gold runes. This has to be the most gold runes I have ever seen. I think even other creators have not that many gold runes, which is stupid. It's crazy. But let's just max everything. Let's just get everything ready. Let's just get everything and make sure that we're upgrading everything. If you're upgrading on your own, again, bomb towers, super high priority because this is going to defend super archer blimps quite well. Otherwise, you might struggle on defense. X-bows is the natural, really solid defense. I think the only real key defense we're getting a new level on if you're talking about turn of 15 and below defenses. So X-bows, being kind of like a no-brainer, we have to go for that non-stop. And at this point, again, it's all about combining this stuff. So we're getting as low as possible on gold, so we're not wasting that much. Again, I want to hear from you, if anyone is paying attention there, how much resources have we wasted over this video? Do I really want to know that? I'm not really sure. Let's just keep upgrading, okay? Next expo, but we can't really combine it with anything. But we have, again, resources in the gold pass, everywhere, like in the clan castle and stuff. So we should get to our next upgrade to make sure that we're not wasting 6 million gold again. Which means we're back to 200,000. That's fine. Not wasting that much. And back to 23 million again. Next expo. And with that being said, we're maxed out on the expos as well. We're moving pretty quick. We're moving really quick with the upgrades. And we're getting quite nice progress, okay? We're getting there. We're getting there. So, next stuff, again, maxed out. Which means, by the way, sorry, now it's the last expo upgrade. Which means with the last expo, we have bomb towers, merge defenses, and expos maxed out. Which is really satisfying, okay? So there's not many defenses left. At this point, we have wizard towers, air defenses, and mortars, I believe, which are left at this point, and some traps. We max out everything, okay? We're going to get there. Next, level 4, the blacksmith. We have to get that to level 9. We're unlocking all of the equipment stuff with level 6 or 7, I believe. But you might need the higher level later on then, if we have the epic equipment, which is then unlocking in like special events and stuff, because that equipment is going up to level 27, so you need a higher blacksmith to upgrade it that far, okay? That's why it's important to get that building maxed out as well. And obviously you have more storage capacity for all of those ores, which, like all of the new resources which you can unlock. At this point, let's just keep upgrading. We just keep going with all of those defenses non-stop. At this point, I think we'll just keep repeating everything. And with that being said, we're on our last bidding. And everything is max defense-wise. I know I skipped it a little bit, but I feel like it was just a little bit repetitive at some point. But this means we have unlocked the equipment, everything there. We have everything level 15 from the default equipment. But I told you in the beginning, we would max out one of those equipments. Which is really stupid, because let me explain to you. The blue new resource is a 1-to-1 gem kind of like interaction, which means one of that resource costs 1 gem. From the middle, from the purple new resource, one of that resource is taking 5 gems. And from the star thing, the ratio is 1 resource to 35 gems. That is crazy. Luckily, we don't need any of the star resources. We just need to upgrade them for epics. But that's still going to be a lot. I mean, at this point, I told you already, I will max out one. I will max out, in my opinion, the strongest common gear, which is the healing tome. Okay, I told you in the beginning, I would use and upgrade this strongest gear, which in my opinion, this exactly right here is. You can pretty much use it with any strategy. It's really, really powerful. So that's why I think we should upgrade it and get it to max ASAP. And at this point, I'm kind of scared, because overall, how many gems does it take to upgrade one entire thing? It takes round about 22,000 of the blue resources. It takes around about 7,500 of the purple resources, which combined is round about a 36,000. Oh wait, something like that. Resource, yes. 36,000 gems, I believe. Something like that, okay? So that's why I just finished quickly my star bonus to get already a couple of resources. At this point, let's just go. We have started with 35,000 gems. So if my math was correctly, we should finish at around 0 gems and get it to maxed. Let's just keep going. Keep going. Don't think about it, because that is, if you like convert it, it is overall 250 euros, I believe, something like that. It is quite some money just to get this one equipment max. Like, as I said, this has to be one of the most expensive features, and at the same time, one of the most stupid features to gem, because every single day with clan wars and stuff, you can get like worth of gems, resources of 3,000. You can get resources worth of 3,000 gems every single day with being active in clan war and star bonuses. And we did it. we did it. We have it maxed out. And obviously in the next couple of videos, I will show you how strong this gear actually is in Legend and all of this great stuff. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you that you don't do this as well, because it is just stupid how expensive it is. We were barely able to max it out. We have 600 gems left. At this point, a lot of magic items still left, which I'm quite happy about, because this means I'm well prepared for future updates. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I'm always doing gem sprays a little bit different, trying to make everything as efficient as possible, but I hope it was still enjoyable to watch. I will see you guys back tomorrow with another video, and I will share some basics with you then, what you should use in Tower 16. Until then, see ya, and bye-bye.